What's going on, everybody? I'm DarkHour717, and we are now done with 2951 IAE, and we had a lot of great surprises, new additions in the Star Citizen universe. We will discuss one of these new additions today, and that's going to be the Misc Odyssey, and whether this really is going to be a killer of the popular Anvil Carrack exploration ship that's in the verse now. Before we get started, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as it greatly helps me out with that YouTube algorithm. With the 2951 IAE, we saw several new ships enter the universe. Some known like the Aegis Redeemer and the Ares Starfighter, and some unannounced like the Argo Raft, the Anvil Spartan, and of course the newest ship, the Misc Odyssey. The Misc Odyssey is the newest concept vehicle that's being created for exploration in the Star Citizen universe, and this is an area that's really dominated by one single current ship, and that's the Anvil Carrack. Of course, we have other competitors coming in the future with the Misc Endeavor, though dominating is a bit of a misuse of the word, as gameplay loops for exploration really have not been introduced as of yet into the Star Citizen universe. Either way, the Carrack is a very popular ship with many citizens, due to its future potential and its ability to still be useful in the current state of the game. But is the Misc Odyssey now going to put a damper on the Anvil Carrack as the reigning king of exploration? The Odyssey itself, from what we have seen, has amazing potential and offers some abilities that the Carrack doesn't. But let's look at what we know about the Odyssey to start with. Its length is going to be 140 meters, which is 16 meters longer than the Anvil Carrack. The width, actually same, 90 meters wide, another 16 meters larger than the Carrack. And the height is 35 meters, which is an increase of 5 meters over the Carrack. The amenities are going to really consist of an extra small hangar, which is larger than what the Carrack has, 3 size 5 remote turrets, 4 missile racks which are pilot controlled versus Carrack has no pilot controlled missiles, a tier 2 medical bed which is equal to the Carrack's, size 4 capital shields as well as other components, a size 3 quantum drive and fuel tanks, 252 SCU of cargo space which is housed in a separate holding area forward of the actual hangar, and it's also going to have a mining laser with a tractor beam. It also houses a crew of 6 that all have their own staterooms, and this is all spread out over 3 decks of the ship, very similar to what the Carrack has. This really makes for a very well-featured ship. The hangar is large and can fit small fighters like the Saber, the Prospector, and also other scout vehicles. And it can be utilized to store additional ground vehicles and provides adequate height to land larger ships than the Carrack is capable of in its snub hangar. Though this does come at a price of 45% less cargo space available on the Odyssey in comparison to what the Carrack carries. The Odyssey does add the mining laser and tractor beam, though, that allows for finding and refining Quantanium to replenish its own fuel. This refinery currently is billed as a Quantanium refinery in the schematics and is not upfront as to whether this will be strictly for the use of replenishing fuel or will it also be able to refine other ores that can be converted into SCU and cargo trade commodities. This really has become a quite hot topic on Spectrum, as some feel it is a sign of limitations to the refinery and others feel it is pointless to not allow other ores to be refined. Even during Inside Star Citizen that showcased this new ship, they had ambiguous descriptions regarding this, as they continued mentioning only the ability to make fuel, but then also talked about fitting a prospector that obviously would bring in more ore that it should be able to refine, because again, being exploration, you're going to be out in areas that don't necessarily have refineries. So will it or won't it? That's the big question. I have great hopes that the dedicated Q&A when it comes out will inform us as to the answers to this question. Is the refinery going to be limited, or will it be unlimited in what it can process? It is possible, as we discussed on State of the Verse, that they may not have an answer yet, and they're really kind of leaving it open for making that decision as we get closer to its release. Personally, I do not feel it would really be a loss if it is limited to just refueling, as this is an exploration ship and its inclusion strikes me more as an intended resolution to a problem of obtaining fuel in an undeveloped area than it really is to introduce this as an AUEC earning function. Essentially, being able to produce its own fuel through mining Quantanium or use of fuel scoops for hydrogen is a great addition, and it will cut down on stops at ports. The differences between the Carrack and the Odyssey, of course, will become more apparent as progress is made and eventually the Odyssey will be in-game. I don't personally expect that we're going to see this in the verse for probably close to a year, and as we all know, things can always change. At this time, though, it is on the progress tracker slated for 55 weeks, which had a start point at April of 2021. Currently, though, as it sits, will the Odyssey kill the Carrack? I really don't think so myself. As they sit right now, I think both ships offer a very unique list of functions, each of their own. I think what will be the question is what's going to fit your needs and expectations for exploration when it comes out. Though both are very similar in some ways as far as specifications, where we're going to see the differences are the shields on the Carrack are a size 3 versus the Odyssey size 4. Scanning on the Carrack is known to be coming as an advanced scanning capabilities, and the Odyssey right now has not mentioned anything about any advanced scanning. The fuel, well, the Carrack requires stops to fill the Quantanium. Odyssey, it's going to produce its own. If you take the time to do the mining and the refining, you're going to be able to keep yourself fueled up and not have to stop. As far as hangars go, Carrack has a small snub hangar. It's really meant for the Pisces. You can definitely squeeze a few other things in there, as far as Archimedes and Merlins, things like that, but anything larger you're really going to have a real issue with, where the Odyssey is going to have the extra small ship hangar, which can fit anything up to a prospector. Cargo space, the Carrack, of course, is going to have 456 SCU, which is 45% more than the Odyssey's 252, so you're going to be able to carry more commodities with you, supplies, and all that stuff. On the Carrack, you have 4 dual-size 4 turrets versus the 3 dual-size 5 turrets and missiles that are available on the Odyssey. Now, the Carrack is also going to have its drone system, which is really going to be a big part of the exploration gameplay. And I think that's going to be one very big factor that the Carrack has over the Odyssey, because right now the Odyssey is not going to have any drones available. I think overall the Odyssey definitely is not going to be a Carrack killer. And as far as exploration ships go, there is more than enough room for both of these, and in the future, even the Endeavor. Each of these ships, I feel, will cater to a different style of exploration. The Carrack's ability to use drones, advanced scanning, more SCU, and cartography, compared to the Odyssey's ability to mine for its own fuel source, larger hangar, and larger weapon loadouts. It's my personal feeling is that these two ships seem more designed to work in coordination with each other than against each other. Exploring new areas as a team ran by an org or a group of people, the Carrack can use its ability to scan and use its drones to find new areas, and the longevity of the Odyssey can plant itself in that area and begin surveying and taking samples of a location while the Carrack moves on. Having an ability to house small fighters and its weapons loadout offers protection in the chance that hostiles are encountered. I think there's a greater possibility in this use than one explorer just working alone. It would also be interesting to find out if the Odyssey, which is going to have the ability to fuel up its small partner craft, will also have the ability to share its quantum fuel with larger vessels like the Carrack, which in turn would support this coexisting exploration by being able to keep the Carrack refueled. There are still many answers that are sought after in regards to this new ship, and we will definitely bring you updates as more information comes out. Me personally, though, I feel this is a better fit for my style, and hoping I can really use it together with my org teammates that have the Carrack, because I really think that these are going to work better together than against each other. I thank you for checking out the video, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Is it a ship you feel that you want? Did you trade your Carrack up for the new shiny Misc ship? Or do you believe that this is going to make the Carrack irrelevant? I really would like to hear all of your opinions. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button though, and follow on Twitch, where you can check our gameplay stream every Sunday and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and check out our news and information podcast live every Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Join in and interact with us as we go over all the latest news and information on Star Citizen. Don't forget to also get your entries in for our final ship giveaway of 2021, the Argo Raft, which will be awarded on December 15th to one lucky viewer. Just subscribe and leave a comment here on YouTube or follow over on Twitch. Each one will get you an entry for a maximum of 2. Good luck to everybody on that, though. We do enjoy giving those ships away. If you would like to help support the channel, check out the Patreon, the merch store, or even get a membership on YouTube by clicking that join button. We have them starting as low as 99 cents, which is going to get you a link to my private Discord server where you can reach out to me at any time with any questions that you have. But again, thank you very much to everybody out there, and we will catch you next time.